Hey, oh, so the Wailing Banshee, Merwith at the Charred Barrel and Brackendown. Right, you.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, let's just make sure they're not running into any trouble. And let's just double time it over there. Brackenbury, please. I am not going to first phase.
You've been on your own for 5 years,
I've had Ichima.
but you can't talk to him.
My standards changed around year 2.
Make sure I have the fucking name going so I can see who I'm talking to. And who am I talking to? Ah, shoot me rough. Right, okay. Fristman. Oh god, what's he going to say? The young elf is dressed in gaudy robes that he seems ready to cast off. He picks at a heavily brocaded sleeve and continually adjusts the gold chain around his neck. He looks at you. Did she send you to run me out of town? You can tell her I'm not going anywhere without that medallion. I told Cyril I wouldn't let her sell it. If that's what you're here about, then save yourself the trouble. I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. What are you talking about? Just tell me what the problem is. If I were after you, you'd already be in an oozing pulp under the table. Luckily for you, today's my day off. I'm just here for a drink. I'm not after you, but maybe I can help. That's a relief, but I don't see how. Cyril's a courtesan over the Salty Mast in Andra's gift. We've been working together for over a year now. I find a noble with more money than sense, fill him up with liquor and then send him her way. They have a good time and Cyril takes her fee and a little extra. 100 coppers here, a trinket there, it's a bounty for us, and these lords and ladies never notice anything missing. Gone. Anyway, we always split the bounty until a week ago. She takes the necklace off of some noble, it's a glittering medallion, damn near priceless. That relic is sacred to my clan, but she won't part with it for any sum I could afford, and even if I wanted to, I can't go home without it. That's a hard thing, and she understands that bit. Tell me more about your situation. What do you want to know? What makes the Smiling Medallion so important to you? I grew up in Glanfath with the Shattering Spear clan. We Glanfathans have protected Ingwithan ruins for thousands of years. It's one duty of the gods ask of us in exchange for the freedom to live as we please. He fidgets an emerald ring in his pinky, but treasure hunters looted the ruins in our territory and we left the wilds we dwelled in for generations. Most of my clan mates scattered to towns around the Deerwood and probably live on crusts of bread. Restoring this medallion to the ruins would earn us the gods' forgiveness. The Shattering Spear could go home. Still fascinating, a single medallion to earn the gods' favour and so return home. It reminds me of a story I heard somewhere. Tell me about Cyril. She's a courtesan at the Salty Mast, over an Alder's gift. She wasn't born to much, but she's done what she has to in order to escape that. He gazes at a string of amber beads around his wrist. She's a good friend. Without her, I'd probably live in a hand-to-mouth like the rest of the Shattering Spear, but this isn't about her or me, it's about the 40 people in my clan and the way of life we've held to for generations. You seem like them well enough for yourself. Yeah, what about that stuff you got on you? It was this or scraped by in the gutters like this in my clan, but I'd give it all for that medallion. I offered to, but it's worth more than anything I've got, and Cyril knows it. And why can't you just take your money and go back? Of course I could, but I'm not talking about logic and practicality. A community isn't a place, it's a connection to history and meaning. Like an anchor, defending the ruins for the gods gave us a purpose. Without that, we're adrift. Does that make any sense to you? Sort of. And you notice, like, head care or something you can't explain. Okay, I'll see if I get that medallion from Cyril. They find it at the Salty Mast. There's the only way to see anyone sees her these days is by paying. We will have to go through Meta, but whatever you do, please don't hurt her. Nonton! Hey, boy, I remember you from Gilded Vale. Begging your pardon. Oh, it's you! It's good to see you well. We had a few rough days here, but then we found this place and we were kind enough to hire us both. Things have been wonderful. I can't tell you how much we appreciate what you've done. And that's the other one there, Ingrid. Now I'm going to assume he's upstairs. Come on, we're off to. The Laughing Death. Or Laughing in the Face of Death or something like that. Mirith there. Mirith watches you through cold-rimmed eyes. She puts a hand on the hilt of her blade, jangling the jewels that hang from her wrist. We don't need each other, stranger. Best keep it that way. Someone in the old lighthouse in Andra's Gift was looking for your ship. I didn't peg you for a liar, at least not from what I've heard. She looks over you now in her eyes, but that don't mean that I believe you. She leans in, her voice in a low hush. You better explain what gave you such an interesting notion. The last lighthouse keeper watched just for your ship every day. It's all in the log. No. She snarls her snarl flashed a gold tooth. She turned me out. We were poorer than the fishermen who live there now. And when she learned I put food on her table with stolen coins, she told me that if she ever saw me again, it would be the mercy of the gods. Her darkened eyes are filled with rage. I had nowhere to go. It was a rough life until I rose to captain. Whoever she was, a part of her has remained. She ignored the idea in advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. Yeah, she ignored the idea in advance to stay behind. I think she was waiting for you. She was always so stubborn. I forgot sometimes where I got it. I'll go. Perhaps I'll give both of us some peace. So that's like the daughter. Oh boy, I better get back there in case it's going to turn out actually violent. Who's this fella?
Hail, traveler.
What's in the menu? Cheese. Give me all the cheese. Give me a single campaign supply, please. And give me all your cocoa. I don't give the rest a fuck about the rest. Straight into my stash. The curse of cold clay added. The quest expires in 3 days. Sergeant duties, average item. Assign that to Palagino. So I got a new quest, woo! That's a stronghold quest where I can send people off to do it, and I don't know if it's going to affect it by her level, so as long as she doesn't come back dead, it'll be fine. If it does affect it by her level, I'll go level her up. Because she's still at level 1, remember. I haven't leveled them up yet, the free the castle, so I can just go quickly acquire them into the party, level them up, and then put them back into the castle. Every 5 times I change area here, I put an hour forward. Oh man. Yeah, let's just double check that. Let's not say everything's good and hunky dory. Let's go up and check the Banshee's gone. I mean, what if I returned to her and it turns out no, it wasn't gone, it just killed the fucking woman who went up there, and then she goes in and she gets killed, and yeah, no. I can see the developers doing that, being assholes, like, oh, you can turn the quest in, but we're not going to tell you if you turn it in right now, you're going to fuck it up. Right, okay, so it wasn't like that. There's no harm in being safe.
How do you do?
You'll never guess what happened. Points. Here, points to the lighthouse. I was keeping an eye out for you when who strolls down the dock but Merwith herself. You should have seen the stares she got, but she walks right into the lighthouse, never a word to anybody. And just when I'm sure she's met with some awful fate in there, she strolls right out, still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumours about Merwith and the last lighthouse keeper. I don't know what to believe, but everyone else around here is convinced the place is safe again. I've even got a construction crew ready to start work. I've got 1,000 copper and 2,000 experience. And I know I got you to thank. Here, this is for you. Come back whenever the renovation is done. I got big plans for this place. Right, so I got benevolent, free, rational, honest, stoic, diplomatic, and passionate. So my paladin abilities should be maxed out now. Oh no, there's still got more to go, maybe. I thought it was 3 was the maximum you could get, and well, maybe it's 3 of both that would affect it. At least you don't have the Deceptive Accrual in there, so... Right, journal. Quest and tasks, all hands on deck. Right, find Marceno's missing crate. It should be somewhere in Andre's gift. Right, we search down here. Maybe not.
A dozen Adiran ships were shattered against these levies during the War of Defiance. Best to heed the astrologers, I find, where tides are concerned.
Place gets my blood beating in all the right places.
For God's sake, Durance. What we've discovered now is that Durance is a pervert. Is it going to be one of those things where you have to crouch my way around to find this?
Welcome.
This man looks shifty because he's got a name. An old man paces the dock and looks out over the water. He's passing over something large and round, which he constantly shifts one hand to the other. He's not certain where your wide-eyed gate mouth expression marks surprise or fear. It seems it isn't his. It seems he isn't either. You don't look like a guard. He examines you and your equipment more closely. See, you wouldn't be interested in making some coppers, would you? He shows you the object in his hand. It's large, round opal with runes carved into it. It glistens with his sweat. See the ship that went down over there? I've been looking for someone to help me recover some missing cargo. Have you seen anyone come this way carry a large chest? Come to think it, I did. They went that way. Couldn't have gotten too far. Anything else you need? Matt doesn't sound like a Deerwood name. That's because it isn't. I'm from Ixamital Plains, a broad savannah north of Deerwood, not so different from the ocean in a way. The places where you can't stand and turn a full circle and see nothing but the winds making waves in the grass. But at moments like this, I wonder what a business a plainsman like me has taken to the water. What's the missing cargo then? We started in Cold Morn, and we were making our way down the river, loading and unloading as we went. Business as usual. What happened? When we reached the Aina's Rest, we may have agreed to take a few crates from some place called Cleaban Riag. A couple of the lads snuck a peek at the cargo, saw suits of armour and a broken sceptre. Don't know why anyone had broken anything, but these animancers buy dirty stockings if you say they came from the ruins. We were almost to Defiance Bay when the screaming started. I seen my share of barroom brawls, but this sounded different. I was topside with the captain, but he and the first mate went back below the decks to see what the commotion was about. When they didn't come back, I looked into the hold. I saw one of those suits of armour walking around by itself that was covered in blood. When it saw me, it started running for the hatch, so I closed it. So how did the ship get here? I'm just a deckhand, but I was the only one left. I piloted the ship as best I could, but I hit the rocks as we were passing Brackenbury. I barely made it to the Andre's Gift before I had to jump overboard and swim for the docks. I'd given up the cargo, not to mention the payday, when one of the lads pulled up this up one of his nets. It's part of that sceptre, from what I recall. They were 3 other pieces. I'd bet you anything they're around here somewhere in the shallows too. If anyone could find them, there'd be a profit to follow. Oh, why haven't you gone looking for the rest yourself? I'm looking to escape the ship like I did. I'm not taking chance with those things. Have you talked to the Crucible Knights? I'd admit that I was smuggling relics. I doubt they'd arrest me, but I'd also doubt they'll see any coin from this mess. What happens if I find the rest? You find the missing pieces of the artifact, and I've got Animancer friend from my expedition days who'll find you a stack of coppers. And I'll want out of this a few £100 from my lost payday, if that sounds fair to you. And I'll give you this stone and the name of my contact once you have everything else. Seeing as the kid dredged the stone up in the net, I'd wager you probably find the missing pieces out in the shallows during low tide. Okay. Oh, there's an animate.
Nice and quiet.
Come and get it, boys!
Let's go!
Right, everybody else, get in on... No, I want Kana as well, put up there. Sagani, just you stay in range of shooting everyone, and Alof. He is Bell Vance. You need to mark, you
Good shot.
can do what you want. Right, Alof. Now they're all grouped together, so kindly for us. And then put a chill fog in there.
Can't get a good shot with this.
So how are you doing, Karen? Yeah, you shot the shit out of them.
Can't get a good shot with this.
Engriffin shield, Engriffin dagger, shattered anima armor. Muscles cling to the bricks and planks.
Time to see and not be seen.
I mean, you could literally see the anima armor from where he was, so... Yeah, that's deep water there, okay.
Hey,
Huh?
Alright. Come and get it! Let them all gather around. Fucking enemy. Now everybody up here, get on that guy. Alof. Plunge that in there. Can you build up and get some people in there?
That's not very helpful.
Good chance of converting that rainbow light.
This isn't working!
Can't get a good shot with this.
Right, Kana's got his friends in there.
Brave without any love.
Word of the fences. Everybody fell in that guy now.
keeping an eye out. You might find this interesting.
Right, so what's up here?
You should see this.
Savo!
I wonder what this is.
So the hatchet lets him interfere. I could get out of the edit then. So he'd be interrupting everybody all the time instead of... You know, he's losing 6 damage. But I'll take that. And I'll give him Kiff Slating. And then I can put up the legendary later, can't I? No, I can only put up the superb, more accuracy and damage. And I don't have enough enchanting requirement for that. Okay. So I can either have accurate or fine. I can't have... Right, okay. So he's now... Yeah, he's got accuracy against all Kiff. And 25 damage against all Kiff. He's got 25% extra burn damage, he's got DR bypass, and he'll be interrupting everybody he comes into contact with.
Gods keep you.
Right. Yes, I have all 3 pieces. You mean you got past those armoured monsters? I don't know how. Listen, if you're willing, I'll give you the last piece, and the name of someone who's willing to buy it all. All I want is £200 for getting the cargo here. You want £200 for locking the rest of the crew in the hold and sinking the ship? Look, aye, how about 100? I just trying to get by until our next job. Here you go. This is not the chest we were looking for. Hi. You seen Emily with a chest? Run by. Gatogo, did you see Emily with a chest? Right. Let's try this ramshackle house. Or that's about end an episode, but we'll just check the house first and then leave.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
Yeah?
Hello.
You don't like one of the Crucible Knights. Can I help you with something? I'm here about the trouble at the Salty Mast. Order and the Kif are angry, as they should be, that the Crocodile Mao are toting up to the nobles. She's using the tragedy of Wyron's legacy to line her pockets. She's no better than Aedarian overlords we drove out 200 years ago. People around here know you're to be an honest broker. Mayor's made it so only the rich can afford her establishment, yet she sits in the poorest district of the Defiance Bay. How's that fair? We'll take matters in our own hands, but she's a real criminal here. Why don't you tell her to back down? Yeah, Mia might be making a fortune, but her employees aren't. You're hurting them even more. I hadn't thought of it that way. Then I guess there's no point to this, is there? Tell me I will leave our people alone. Right, well, besides, there's a new inn just getting opened up for the poor, so stop worrying too much. We just helped you get a new inn for the poor. I need more security. No, I want one of these next to get a lot more security in. I got the gold for it, I may as well get them.